everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing an update to my 2020 year-long project pan. I am super excited. I have some really exciting updates to share, so let's just get right into it. So I filmed this video last night, but I'm refilming it because I was not looking at the camera at all. So I'm going to do my best to look directly at the camera and give you my updates, because it was really just unwatchable what I filmed yesterday. So we're gonna get right into it. But before we do, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. So like I said, I did film this video already, so some of the items might have progress, but on the lines that I drew, and that is definitely true for this item. But so this is my Cucumber Melon body spray from Bath & Body Works. When I rolled this in, we were right up here, and now we're all the way at the bottom. So for this update, we are right under the Bath & Body Works logo. I used this a total of 30 times, which means I used it less last month, and as you can see, I used it more last month. So I don't know what that's about, but I am going to do everything in my power to finish the rest of this by the end of April, or by the end of May, so I can roll in my summer fragrance. I cannot wait to be done with this. I think I said this in the last update, but it's just not, it doesn't smell that great anymore, so I am really eager to roll this out, and it's not cruelty free, so I would like it on my collection. Next up, we have my NYX Born to Glow foundation, and I used this a total of 12 times. Like I've said before, this is not my favorite foundation. I've gone back and forth on it, and I've decided I don't really like it. It doesn't sit well on my skin, and you know, it's good for some people, it's just not good for me, and that's okay. So yeah, I used it 12 times, and I don't really have a lot of progress to show you because this is a black container, and as you guys know, I think from the last update, there was a giant air bubble that I was able to squeeze out, so the progress just isn't accurate. I have no idea where I was when I began, but I should be, I estimate, around here. So we do not have that much more to go, although I do think it's going to last quite a few more months. I think this will be done by the fall. So yeah, we're just going to keep using it. I used it 12 times last month. That's going to be my goal again for the next month, and yeah, we'll see where we're at. And next we have my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And once again, you guys know, it's not my favorite thing. I don't love it. I don't hate it. This is where we are at. There is a there is a brush hair right there, but yeah, I just take my brush and I swirl it in there. It's fine. I don't find that it does much for my skin. I know some people love it, once again, some people hate it, some people are indifferent. I'm indifferent. I used this a total of 9 times, so I think my goal is just to continue to use it about 10 times a month, I think, or maybe 12. Let's say every time I use my foundation, I want to use it in conjunction with it, so about 12 times. Next, I'm so excited. This is going to be gone next month. This is my Becca Moonstone highlighter, and at first glance, you'd be like, Delaney, that is pretty much gone. Well, if you can see, there is just... So if you can see, there's just a little bit of product along the sides, the rim of the pan. So I would estimate that this is going to be gone in the next week or 2 weeks. I use this pretty much every day. In fact, I used this 24 times last month. And even if I don't wear foundation, I do try to put this on just to add a little bit, of a glow to my skin. So I do think this will be gone quickly, and next month we will be rolling in a new highlighter, which I already have picked out, so I'm super excited. Next, I used this next item 9 times, which I think is the most I've ever used it in an update, and that is my Bite lipstick in Chai. I will try to insert a picture of like the lines I drew on a piece of paper of like the progress, but we are doing super well with this lipstick. So next we have my Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I estimate we're about there. We're really just in this little like round part of the tube. I only use this as my eye primer, and it works, you know, it works well. I use this a total of 17 times last month, which must mean that I wore eyeshadow 17 times. It's fine. I wouldn't repurchase this concealer. I don't think it's that great of an eye primer. Especially lately, I've noticed my eyeshadow that usually doesn't crease on me start to crease. So I do think it might be this, but it's not a big deal because I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, so I'm just going to continue to use this every time I do my eyeshadow, and I think even though there's not a lot left in here visually, I do think because I use so little, it's going to be in here for a pretty decent chunk of the year. Next is another exciting update. So I have my Tarte blush in Paarty, and if you watched my last update, I was like, oh my god, I'm so close to hitting pan. And then the next morning, I had the tiniest baby pan, so I inserted a picture into the update. And this is where we are now. Guys, look at how much pan I have. I use this a lot. I used it 15 times last month, and again, even if I don't wear like a full face of makeup, I usually put on a little blush. I love my blush. I used to not be a blush girl, now I'm a blush girl. Also, I find this not to be super pigmented, and so I do use quite a bit on application, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it this year, but I think maybe I'll be very, very close to finishing it by the end of 2020. What do you guys think? Next, we have my OPI nail polish in What's With the Cattitude. I rolled this in last month. We were right there, and now we're there. I used it a total of 3 times, once on my fingers, twice on my toes, and, you know, decent movement for using it only 3 times. I think that's gonna be my goal, is to use it 3 times every month. I don't paint my nails all that often, so I think that's an attainable goal. It's starting to get old. Like, it's definitely a little thicker, but it's definitely easy to work with, or not easy to work with, but I can work with it, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to use this 3 more times next month, and we'll see what progress we have next time. Alright, so I'm gonna give an update on my Pan That palette, and then I will talk about the 2 items that I finished for this update. So my goal was to hit pan on Warm Taupe, and as you can see, I did that. And then next I moved on to Bone Fresco, and I also hit pan on that. So it was a pretty successful month for me with my Modern Renaissance palette. All things considered, I use this quite a bit. I use it a total of 7 times, sometimes as a companion palette, sometimes all on its own. I think my next goal, I would like to start to try to hit pan on these 2 shades up here, Love Letter and Cypress Umber. They're both pretty close. Love Letter a little bit more, and I would also just like to try to make more use on Golden Ochre. Yeah, I would also like to make more use on Golden Ochre right up here, and then as always the shimmers. It's kind of something I always use with this palette, so I would just like to continue to work on those. So I think just overall my goal for this palette for 2020 is I want to hit pan in every shade, and I would like to finish a majority of the shades. So I want to, I consider this shade done even though there's like a little bit in the corners. I would like to finish these 3 mattes, these 2 shimmers, and Bone Fresco I would like to finish, and then maybe Warm Taupe down here as well. Well, if you guys have been keeping up with my project pan, you might be able to guess what items I finished this month, and they were both named Crybaby. So this sucker has been in the project since the beginning. It is, I mean, I can't show you because there's nothing in there. This is the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Crybaby. It's a beautiful lavender color, and it broke on me, and that's how it got finished. There was still a decent amount of product in it. However, like all my other updates, as I've said, this product breaks so freaking easily. So it broke off on me and flung across the room. So, I mean, I couldn't use it. It's done now, which is fine. I think it's for the better. I will insert a picture of where we started to where we ended, just so you guys can see. I really didn't use this a whole lot because I couldn't. It kept breaking. I did use this twice before it broke though, so. And then on to the other thing called Crybaby. That was my Witch Baby Soap hand salve, and this was a trial size that I got in the winter spell box. So you can get it as a subscription box, or you can just buy it one off, and I bought it one off. It comes with 3 bath bombs, and then a full-size soap, a mini soap, and then 2 different sample sizes of their upcoming collection. It can be anything. I think for this one it was a lotion and the hand salve. So it's not my favorite scent. It's very like florally baby powder, which is not my favorite. I only used this 10 times, and I had a decent amount in here. Like, I used way more in 10 uses than I did in the previous update, And the reason for that is I just use a lot more per application, where the time before I was using a lot less, but because I've been washing my hands a lot and my hands are so dry and cracked from obsessively hand washing, this really helped, more so than like I have this lotion dedicated just for dry cracked hands, and that would burn my skin. But this, even though it's fragranced, it did not burn my skin, and this is kind of what I was craving. So I would definitely repurchase the Witch Baby hand salve next time I make a purchase, because it was really nice. I prefer a squeezy tube, but this was so nice I would consider repurchasing. And yeah, so that means that I have 2 items to roll in today. So first, I'm gonna roll in this mask. This is the Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask from First Aid Beauty. And I estimated, so how I have started to estimate things is I'll open the cap, and I'll just start to push all the air out until product starts to come out. And so I estimated it to be there. There could be an air bubble still in there, but I estimate around there. I think does this not have an expiration date? Oh, it doesn't have an expiration date, but it does say 1 year, and this is definitely a year and a half old, so I would like to get it out of my collection. It's a lovely moisturizing mask, so I'll definitely enjoy using it, and I'm gonna set my goal at 2 uses. And then to replace my hand salve, I'm just going to continually put a lotion in there. And I'm once again putting in a Witch Baby soap item. This is the Moonstone Body Butter. This is the 2-ounce size, so they have 3 sizes at Witch Baby soap. They have the full size, half size, and travel size, which is this guy. This is, if I didn't say already, the Rune Stone scent. It's a very piney, musky kind of flavor. Or flavor scent. I haven't like smushed it down to one level, but I estimate it to be about there. It's not my favorite scent, but I also don't hate it. I have one other Witch Baby soap lotion that once I finish this will be rolled in, but this one is set to expire before that one. This one is set to expire on August 6th. So I would like to, this is definitely going to be done soon. Definitely not in the next month, but probably in 2 to 3 months I think this will be done. Again, not my favorite scent, so I'll have to like really work up using this more, wanting to use this more, but yeah. It's a good scent if you like this kind of thing, but it's just not mine. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have a project pan, let me know down below and I will check yours out. Yeah. I will see you guys in the next update. Thank you once again so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like, and I will see you guys next time.